Temple Square is the heart and soul of downtown Salt Lake City. It encompasses several blocks and is a must-see when you're in Salt Lake City, Utah. Why should you visit Temple Square? For the historical buildings, beautiful architecture, lavish gardens, enormous pipe organs, and the world-renowned choir. And best of all, it's all free. Anchored by the impressive Salt Lake Temple at its center, Temple Square has so many activities that are great for the whole entire family. If you're lucky enough to be here near sunset, you will see the light reflected behind the Salt Lake Temple, which glistens behind it before it settles down for the night. Truly peaceful and very romantic. Keep watching this video to witness it for yourself. Welcome to Hipfig. If you're a travel enthusiast, then join our community by subscribing to this channel. This is the Salt Lake City, Utah series for visitors. This episode is the Temple Square helpful travel guide for new visitors to this historical setting in Salt Lake City, Utah. Did you know that Temple Square is the center point for all street addresses in Salt Lake City? Well, it is. The official address of Temple Square is 50 North Temple, Salt Lake City, Utah. By the way, the Temple Square complex encompasses 35 acres, so when you visit, make sure to wear comfortable shoes. We drove through downtown Utah on a beautiful sunny day, heading north and through the historical Eagle Gate Monument Arch, which is 75 feet across, located at the intersection of State Street at South Temple. This pioneer landmark announces entrance into the Temple Square area. We parked in meter parking along the street on North Temple near the north entrance of Temple Square. For your information, metered street parking is free for 2 hours on Saturdays and all Sunday and holidays. Street parking can be hard to find at times, so there are lots of paid parking lots near Temple Square. On North Temple, there's the Conference Center parking lot, and on South Temple, there's the City Creek Mall underground parking lot or the Joseph Smith Memorial Building parking lot. If you don't have a car, then you can take the tracks, blue or green lines to Temple Square or the city center stops and walk a block to Temple Square. After parking, we walk to the gated north entrance of Temple Square to the North Visitor Center. The Temple Square North Visitor Center is open Sunday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and closed November 28th and December 25th. Temple Square features two visitor centers, north and south. The North Visitor Center is the main one to visit if you're short on time. Here you'll find religious and historical displays, murals, paintings, a theater, but the main feature here is the Christus. The Christus is an 11-foot statue of Jesus Christ located in a domed room with large windows and paintings of celestial bodies of stars, planets, and clouds. Here's an interesting factoid. The visitor center and grounds are only staffed by single women missionaries of the LDS or Mormon Church. The missionaries are from around the world. They wear tags with national flags of their home country. Everyone I encountered was friendly and helpful. Once we left the North Visitor Center, we headed south to the nearby domed Tabernacle Building. The Tabernacle Building is home to the world-famous Tabernacle Choir. This domed, acoustically perfect building was originally built in 1867 as a place of worship. When we first entered the building, we were struck by the size of the 11,623 pipe organ that is located above the front of the building. There are daily organ recitals Monday through Saturday at 12 p.m. and on Sundays at 2 p.m. If you'd like to listen to the choir practice, their rehearsal is at 7:30 on Thursdays. And if you'd like to hear the ringing bells on Temple Square rehearsals, they're on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. We got a chance to hear the organ play and hear the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. What a treat! This is a must-hear when you're visiting Temple Square. After our time at the Tabernacle Building, we continued south to the Assembly Hall, which is open Sunday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. The Assembly Hall was built so that several groups could worship together and still is used as a place of worship for congregations in the Salt Lake City area. What makes this historic building unique are the irregular shaped granite rocks that it was built with, and then they were camouflaged with mortar to make it look more even. And of course, once we entered, you can see another gorgeous pipe organ. In front of the Assembly Hall, you'll find the Golden Seagull Monument along Pioneer Walk. From the Golden Seagull Monument, we walked south to the Visitor Center. The Temple Square South Visitor Center is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Here you'll find a scale model of the Salt Lake Temple and learn about the family focus of the LDS or Mormon Church. By the way, the Pioneer Walk is a self-guided walking tour of 6 monuments in Temple Square that commemorate LDS pioneer history. After a quick visit to the Visitor Center, we continued east from the South Visitor Center to the Salt Lake Temple. A National Historic Landmark District, the Temple Square Complex is owned and operated by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or LDS, and in the center of the Temple complex is the Salt Lake Temple. This grand granite temple was constructed over a period of 40 years and completed on April 6, 1893. The walls at the base of the temple are 9 feet thick and 6 feet thick at the top. For your information, Salt Lake Temple is not open for tours. The temple is considered sacred and only members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints can enter inside. Since we are not members, we settled for strolling around the beautiful gardens and grounds. If you look up, the golden angel of Moroni blowing a trumpet is on top of the temple facing east. The LDS Church teaches that the angel Moroni led Mormonism's founder, Joseph Smith, to the golden plates from which the Book of Mormon was translated. From the Salt Lake Temple, we continued east towards the Joseph Smith Memorial and Family Research Building. The Joseph Smith Memorial Building is located directly across the east gate of Temple Square. The Joseph Square Memorial Building was originally built as a hotel. It's now used and home to the Roof Restaurant, Garden Restaurant, Nauvoo Cafe, Legacy Theater, and several banquet rooms. For your information, if you park at the Joseph Smith Memorial Building, then if you dine at the Roof Restaurant, Garden Restaurant, or Nauvoo Cafe, you can get your parking validated. The Joseph Smith Memorial Building is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and tour hours are at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. The building is closed on Sundays. Further east of the Joseph Smith Memorial Building is the Beehive and the Lion House. The Lion House has a cafeteria-style restaurant which serves hearty home-cooked food. We liked it so much that we went there twice. After a nice hearty meal, we walked north across the street to the Conference Center. The Conference Center is huge with seating for 21,000 people and a 7,708 pipe organ and a 900-seat theater. Tours of the building are available year-round and tours of the roof garden are offered April through October. The Conference Center is generally open every day from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are daily organ recitals Monday through Saturday at 12 p.m. and on Sunday at 2 p.m. After visiting the monolithic Conference Center, we walked west toward the Church History and Family History Library. We didn't have time for both, so we chose to visit the Family History Library. The Church History Museum and the Family History Library are located across the street from the Temple Square West Gates. The Church History Museum is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Family History Library is open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The main place to visit in the Family History Library is the Discovery Center. The Discovery Center in the Family History Library is for people who are just starting their family history. They have many fun activities for the whole entire family. We didn't have much time here, but it was great fun finding about how many people we might be related to in the United States. The free activities at Temple Square would take you a half day or more depending on your interest, and we highly recommend Temple Square when visiting Salt Lake City. Happy travels! Go to hipfig.com for more information, or go to our Hipfig travel channel on YouTube And be sure to subscribe for regular